sort of like a start today version of NBA 2K, which there actually isn't a version of that in this year's 2K, but I'm doing my own version, and we're going to be doing it on the San Antonio Spurs. Yes, we are rebuilding the San Antonio Spurs, who are a team that are right now in the play-in scenario in the Western Conference, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to see where I can take this team moving forward. Now, this team definitely is in a pretty okay spot right now. Obviously, having a very young budding star in DeJounte Murray and a lot of other really good role pieces around him, like obviously Keldon Johnson, Jakob Poeltl, and we're just gonna see what can happen in a sort of fake start today version of 2K, because I know you guys don't really like sort of seeing the same stuff over and over again, so I'm trying something different. So definitely like the video if you like this idea, and I'll do more of them, or just comment down below another team I should try and rebuild before the season's maybe completely done and over with. Last season in the rebuild, what we didn't see, the 76ers actually won the title, the 2022 NBA championship against the Phoenix Suns. Definitely could happen in real life, which is pretty interesting. And then also the San Antonio Spurs were one of the worst teams in the NBA. I did add in like all like the injuries and all the resting players and stuff like that. So of course the Blazers sucked, and the Denver Nuggets didn't do all that well in 2K like they are in real life without having Jamal Murray or Michael Porter Jr. So it's kind of realistic. It's as realistic as I could get it. Here's the draft picks for this upcoming year. We actually have the 9th pick, which again isn't too far off from real life. The Blazers jumped to the 2nd spot, which is kind of cool. The Magic at the 1st pick. So everything is as close to a start today version of 2K that I could get it without it actually being in the game. So hopefully you guys aren't too mad about it. So like I said, we have some things to do for the San Antonio Spurs, and one of them is going to be our draft selection. So we have the 9th overall pick, which is a nice spot, definitely top 10. Obviously, in real life, the Spurs aren't going to get that. I think they'll probably get somewhere around like the 15th pick, because they're going to be in the play-in scenario, which should be a lot of fun to watch them go up against the, who are they going up against? Oh yeah, the New Orleans Pelicans. That should be a really fun game for sure. And the draft, oh wait, a trade happened. Oh, okay. Is that the Hawks trading the Pistons pick away? Oh, so the Hawks traded the Pistons, Clint Capella, and then the Hawks are getting Adrian Griffin Jr. Whoa. That's an interesting trade. Anyways, usually the draft is really good, so I really try to get the best draft pick available whenever I'm in this current draft class, because this draft class is really deep and has a lot of really good players in it, so this can actually really help us a lot if we get a good player. Okay, so the Spurs, as I know, are pretty heavy on the wing and guard right now, so I think actually getting a big man would be great for us. So obviously getting Jalen Durant would probably be the best selection for us, especially at pick number 9, which you'll probably go around somewhere like 7 to 10 in real life. So this is actually a really clutch scenario for us, especially our only big man being Jakob Poeltl. I think him being sort of the big man of the future for us could be really cool, really athletic big door, sort of run and gun with this squad, and DeJounte Murray, Jalen Durant, I love it. So free agency class of 2023. Obviously, we have a lot of cap space, but this being a realistic rebuild, I can't really just go out and get players like James Harden, Bradley Beal, Zach LaVine, which I could. I have a lot of cap space, but again, trying to make it as somewhat realistic as possible. And we don't really need more guard play, because we have DeJounte, and I don't think Colin Sexton would really work. Harden would obviously be amazing, but obviously all these guys are being signed. I think Ayton would have been a great pickup for us, but again, Ayton leaving Phoenix is pretty hard to do in 2K, and even filling up a guy like Miles Bridges on like a $100 million contract, just, I don't really want to do that. So instead, I play the long game. I decide to just sign a starting caliber power forward, which Montrezl Harrell, again, an up and down running gun type of player that can really run with the rest of these young guys, could be a lot of fun. I'm going to start Jalen Durant over Jakob Poeltl, just because I know the potential for Jalen Durant when he does play is pretty insane. He can get up to like an 86 overall, which is pretty sick, and the rest of the bench is really good. I'm not really going to be doing a whole lot of trading. I think the Spurs are actually very set and very deep. It's just really all about the guys reaching their potential, so a lot of playing time for young guys, and obviously just crossing our fingers on Jamal Murray, Jesus, DeJounte, simulated season, which this, by the way, is the 2023 season. We're okay. We're in a playoff position, which I think is great. It's actually very realistic. I think if the Spurs play really well together, I feel like they could be at least in a playoff scenario. I think this high is very realistic. I think we got very lucky with this one. And you also have the Kings up there, which is pretty interesting to see. Definitely 2K is not really looking too realistic right now. They even have OKC there with us, which I think is also very unrealistic, but hey, it is what it is. Bottom of the barrel right now are the Blazers, Rockets, and the Jazz. Well, that's actually also very weird to think about. And then for the East, kind of interesting with Milwaukee and Brooklyn struggling right now, and I don't know why. For some reason, Brooklyn always makes Ben Simmons come off the bench. Definitely the best six man, I'll tell you that, but wow, that's pretty wild. The Hawks are doing good, Boston's doing amazing, always love to see that. But yeah, nothing too really out of the ordinary. For the stats, we got our boys, DeJounte and Kelvin Johnson as our dynamic duo up there, looking pretty good. Even Montrezl Harrell, I only signed him for a 1-year contract, by the way, because I wanted cap space to sign a big-time superstar maybe at the end of this offseason to really put us over the edge. And he's actually doing really well for us, and maybe I can keep him around for next season. We'll have to see how much he wants to get paid. And then the rest of our guys are all looking really good, really developing really well. You can see our overalls on the top right-hand corner right there, and I think this is going way better than what I was expecting. I thought we were going to be a bottom feeder Western Conference team, but we're actually doing really good. Paolo Banchero actually got drafted to Portland, and he's the Rookie of the Year, which I think is actually pretty sick. Kelvin Johnson won Most Improved Player, which I think is also really cool. So we're making moves right now for the San Antonio Spurs organization, and we actually got a pretty good little spot right there for the playoff spot. And then we also have DeJounte Murray making All NBA Third Team. Big round of applause for DeJounte Murray, looking really good. But we did fall a little bit to the 5th seed, and we're going up against the 2K God Squad, the New Orleans Pelicans, in the first round, which we're probably going to lose. So even just making the playoffs this year is an improvement, and all I really try to do in these videos is improve the teams and put them in a good trajectory. Even if I don't win titles, I just want to put them in the best spot, and I think as of right now, I'm doing very well. The Suns made it in the play-in, which is pretty wild, and then the Timberwolves also made it into the play-in as well. Then you had the Knicks beating in the Toronto Raptors, and then the Brooklyn Nets making it into the playoffs as well against the Boston Celtics in the first round. That's actually a really good matchup. I'd love to see that. And looking into the other playoff positions here, even then nothing too out of the ordinary. Or actually, look at the Pacers. The Pacers should not be in the playoffs right now. It's kind of wild. But yeah, we're already down a game, and now we're down 2 games. Yeah, I think we're already kind of counted out of this playoff little position here. We do win game 3. That's not bad. Oh yeah, down 3-1. Oh no. Oh man. That's not looking good. Wow, the Suns might actually almost beat out the Memphis Grizzlies. That's pretty crazy. Oh wait, 7-game series. Oh my God, we can't. Are we gonna come back from being down 1-3? Let's actually simulate this with Simcast, and then if it's a close game, I'll jump into it because I know you guys really like that in my other 2K video that I put out. Oh wow, it's not. Oh wait, 10-point game. Kind of close. Do I jump in? Ooh. No, we pulled ahead. Yeah. Oh my goodness. If it was more of a close, like a 1-possession game, I would have jumped in. But holy cow, we actually made it past the first round, and also against the Super Squad. The New Orleans Pelicans. That's pretty wild. I never would have expected that. And we're also going up against the Phoenix Suns, but they are a pretty deadly 8-seeded team. I'll tell you that. No upsets in the first round of the East, but in the West, every single team upset their opponent. That's pretty wild. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before, ever. That's crazy. And I'm kind of surprised it was actually the Kings beating the Warriors. That might be the craziest of the upsets, that's for sure. I don't know if we're going to get past this round, though, against the Phoenix Suns. We'll see, though. see this happening. We're going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the conference finals. Okay, tied to 1-1. If we go to the finals already, oh my goodness. Oh wait, okay. Are we gonna come back from being down 3-1 again? Let's see. Okay, we don't. Okay. We lose to the Minnesota Timberwolves, which again is also not a very realistic outcome. Let's see. Wait. The Clippers traded away Paul George to the Timberwolves for, I'm assuming, D'Angelo Russell. That's wild. Oh my god. Well, I mean, good on them, I guess. But I'm actually very happy about our team. We definitely over sort of expectations, that's for sure. But definitely not very realistic. But I mean, also, we probably would have just lost to whoever that comes out on the East. Oh yeah, the Boston Celtics we probably would have lost to against them, or even the 76ers we would have lost to, so I guess I'm not too upset. Oh wow, the Wolves actually won the title. That's crazy. Well again, I mean, oh wow, Paul George actually won MVP, Finals MVP, that's crazy. I mean, Cat, Paul George, Anthony Edwards, that's a pretty insane sort of three-headed monster for a team, I'll tell you that. Not bad at all. Good little super team they formed over there in Minnesota, but we failed. Didn't get very far. Even if we did, I didn't want to go very far. I actually kind of wanted to lose a little bit, just to make it feel like more of like of a work, you know, a little bit more of a rebuild. But we have some things to figure out, and one of the things is cap space. We have a lot of cap space. What do we do with it? Obviously there are, you know, players like LeBron James, which don't think LeBron is probably wanting to play with DeJounte Murray or the Spurs organization unless they did draft Bronny. Then we also have Nikola Jokic, which could be very interesting, but I don't think he would ever leave Denver. So we have players like Miles Turner, Kristaps Porzingis, Christian Wood. I think those guys are definitely guys in our range. I definitely want to probably sign a big, even Zion would be crazy, but I don't think that's very realistic. But again, like, yeah, he's probably not going to leave. He's really hard to get out of that restricted free agent thing. And I like have Duren. I have Jalen Duren, so maybe a power forward I think is our move. And there's Kristaps, there's Jalen Wood. Trying to think about which would be a better fit. I actually was able to sign actually both of them. That's how much cap space we have. But to sign one, I think I'm just gonna go maybe more of the stretch forward type of player in Kristaps Porzingis. Move him to maybe his more true position and make him a power forward. Have Jalen Duren play the 5, maybe guard the 4, but he's gonna play at the starting center position. And yeah, I don't think that's very bad at all to really think about it. So now we have Kristaps and my mind is blanking. I always want to say Jamal Murray every time. DeJounte Murray, and also adding to maybe a more veteran piece. I'm gonna trade away Devin Vassell, however you pronounce his name, for Josh Hart. A little bit more of a veteran player, a little bit more of a play now, ready now, two-way player, and Josh Hart to play that 2-guard position. And boom, we have a new starting lineup for this upcoming season. And obviously our most improved player award winner, Keldon Johnson. And then we have Kristaps Porzingis at the 4, Jalen Duren at the 5. And then I also picked up Gary Payton II, or GB2, as our backup sort of combo guard. I feel like that's a great two-way player to keep off the bench. And basically just kept the entire squad, just adding in a couple of small pieces, but a big piece as well. And Kristaps Porzingis, and even Josh Hart, if you've been seeing any of the early Blazer games when he was on the team, that dude was putting up some major stats and numbers, could even play a little bit of the point guard position. I really like this team, so let's give it a little run back here. And we're doing pretty well, as you can see. So, yeah, second in the West. Super surprising. Even Portland is doing really well. And the Oklahoma City Thunder are actually the #1 team in the NBA West, which is pretty wild. The Clippers are definitely episodes I've ever had, which is pretty crazy, but we're doing very well. Taking a look at our stats now, of course, our duo in Murray and KP are doing great, and even our little three-headed monster, you could say, with Keldon Johnson being there. Absolutely, absolutely amazing to see that. GB2 putting up good little numbers there for our duo defensive team there with PG and GP and also Josh Hart. I love to see that. But kind of like things we probably should have seen coming are happening, which is pretty cool. Also, Blazers got back-to-back Rookie of the Year winners, which is kind of crazy to think about. Jaden Ivey won Most Improved Player, which is pretty cool. And then Jason Tatum won MVP. We also have here on All-NBA's second team, your boy DeJounte Murray. Oh my goodness, that was pretty good to see for sure. But now we're going on to the playoff race, and we are, like I said, the very nice two seed. The Celtics are the 1 seed, and gotta worry about them for sure. Brooklyn and the Bucks look like they struggled a little bit this year. We are gonna have a pretty interesting play-in game here. Ooh, okay. Denver makes it in, and then the Golden State Warriors are actually the team that's the odd man out. That's pretty sad to see, not gonna lie, but hey, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes, and we're going up against the Denver Nuggets in the first round. While the Nets are actually out of the playoffs as well, and it looks like Milwaukee is too, so no Bucks and no Nets. Oh my goodness. We do have to go up against either the Pelicans or the Memphis Grizzlies in the second round, which I'm not going to be very happy about, but let's see if we can even get past the Denver Nuggets first. Oh yeah, we're getting past them. We're for sure getting past them pretty easily, actually. Yeah, nice. We even swept, and that's really cool to see. We actually did pretty good in this little series here. Gary Payton, he definitely had his best game of his career that night. That's pretty nice to see, and everyone else did pretty okay. And wow, the Denver Nuggets team even had Tim Hardaway Jr., and they still weren't even that good. Kinda sad to see that, but it looks like the Jazz upsetted the number 1 seed, so that's back-to-back years. Then once he could upset it in the West, and Portland also got out. Okay, we do have to go against the Pelicans, which is always a scary task, and the Pacers make it to the second round, going up against the Heat. And the Pistons. The Pistons are also having a very successful rebuild. Same thing with the Indiana Pacers. Alright, so we have the Pelicans. Let's see if we can have a little bit more of an easier time this time. Now that our team's a little bit better. Oh yeah, 3-0. Come on, let's sweep them. Yeah. Back-to-back swept series. Going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Whoa, the Dallas Mavericks. Okay. We do have to go and see this Boston Celtic team. That looks like it's just the normal Celtic team, but I don't know. I have good faith in our team, but I don't think we can beat that Celtic team in the championship. This Pacer team, though, if we can go up against the Pacers in the finals, that'd be great. Let's see if we can even get past Luka and the Mavs first, though. 2 games up. Come on. 3 games. Oh. 2-1. Okay, maybe we'll just gentlemen sweep them. Okay, so we gentlemen sweep the Mavs, and no. I really wanted to get that Indiana Pacer matchup. I feel like that was that more easier team, but let's see what we can do against the Boston Celtics. Okay, we're already down in this series. That's great. Tied up. Come on, tied up. Yeah. Okay, 1-1. 1-1 in the series. Not bad. Kristaps Porzingis and Josh Hart actually doing very well. Doing very well. Oh wow. Oh, they have Derek White. That's right. Oh no. Derek White's gonna get his revenge on us. Let's see. Okay, down 2-1. Tied up again. Don't go down 3-1. We cannot do that. Okay, 2-2. Okay, that's a lot better than being down 3-1. Come on. Yes. Okay, we're up 3-2. Please end it. No game 7. That's actually simulated. And if we win, I guess we'll see the final minutes of it. If not, then okay, never mind. We're not gonna see that. We get blown out in game 6. So now we're going into game 7. I think they have home court advantage, yeah, because they're the number 1 seeded team. Oh no, please. Come on, guys. Can we win a title in this video? agency market, but a realistic one as well. Maybe I could have done some more trades here and there, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure to leave a like on the video as well. I love you guys. I love you, love you guys. Comment down below another team I should try, and yeah, this was a lot of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you again.